Welcome to swimming's best talk show. Gonna learn all the things that Brett Hawk knows as he has a chat with his guests about what it takes to be the best. But the sport's about more than just best times. It's winning the battle against your mind. So listen in and let's take a dive with Brett Hawk as we go inside.
What's up, everybody? We're back. Who said we were late? We're never late.
Hello.
We got one of the goats tonight, Lenny Krayzelburg, man. What's happening?
I'm doing well. Just enjoying watching these games. It's been absolutely incredible. Watching it, it's definitely very different being a fan rather than being right in the middle of it, as you well know, Brett. But it's been fun. It's been pretty awesome.
Where are you? You in LA?
I'm in LA. Yeah, just in LA. I was out in Miami for a bit and back in LA and starting to really get myself ready and preparing for the ISL season that's coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's right, man. You guys are doing the ISL soon, huh?
Yep, ready and preparing for the ISL.
Whoops.
What do you mean, whoops? Mike Murray, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Doing good. I'm at the Futures East Championship, Richmond, Virginia. Had a great day today. Looking forward to watching it with you guys tonight.
Yeah, it's cool. We've got people from all over the place. We've got Sonny obviously back. Sonny, remind us where you're at.
I'm in Plymouth, down in Devon in the UK.
Devon. All
right down low, south.
Beautiful. Look at Nate. Oh, wow. Hang on. Hold the phone, boys. Hold the phone.
Hello, Carrie. I don't know if she can hear us.
Yeah, we're struggling with Carrie a little bit. We'll get her going. Oh, there she is. You on the phone? Oh, Carrie's struggling.
That's all part of the plan. She'll get in there right when she needs to.
She'll figure
there
it
out.
All right, should we get started? We got 10 minutes until go time, but we can.
Yeah, let's get it rolling here. Okay, let's go around the room real quick. Women's 200 breast. Sonny, we'll start with you.
Tatiana Showmaker, first world record of the games individually.
Woo! There we go. Mike Murray, what are you thinking?
I got to go the same. I just think smooth, fast out front. I love it.
Lenny, what's your thoughts here? 200 breast women.
Listen, I kind of got to go along with what the guys are saying. She's been looking really good, smooth. I mean, she's pretty close there yesterday. And the only thing is that can she handle the pressure? There's one thing swimming in the prelims and semis. It's another thing to swim in the finals, and when you're obviously the favorite. So it'll be interesting.
Interesting little comment. Favorite, Lenny, you had some success with that. What does it feel like?
Well, I mean, there's obviously that pressure. There's no doubt about that. You can say all you want that it doesn't get to you, but it's a matter of how you manage that energy, that pressure, and you really just reflect back and think about the basics of what got you there and how do you channel it in the right way. And for me personally, no doubt I was nervous, but once I jumped in the water, I mean, everything kind of fell into place for me, and I was in my very known surroundings, and I knew what I needed to do.
Yeah,
and I stayed focused with that.
Yeah, good advice. Well, that would be our advice to her, because she's done everything she needed to do from the 100 to the 200. She's been looking like the form swimmer here. I'm hoping my girl Annie Laser gets up. Well, not my girl anymore, but like I've had some experience coaching Annie, and she's tough, man. I love that girl, and she's had a tough year losing her father, as most of us know, and so yeah, I'm really hoping she can get her hand on for one of those major medals tonight. That'd be fantastic. What about the? Well, we don't even have Aaron. I know Aaron's trying to get in.
He was just there.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, he's back. Where? Oh, there he is. Let him in.
There you are.
Shoot, man, that took a minute. All right,
That's
guys.
what happens when you're in Hawaii, mate.
I guess, yeah. And no internet here. No. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
Good evening.
Good
Well, it looks
evening.
nice in Hawaii, doesn't it? The sun's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sun is still out. I'm catching up to you guys.
Actually, you sound excellent outside. And
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we're just going around the room. We're giving predictions here on the finals. We just talked about the women's 200 breast. Do you have any thoughts on the women's 200 breast?
Let's see. I've been loving watching. I thought Lily looked good last night, and that was nice to see. And the South African looked really nice. And less thoughts on the 200 breast than I probably.
No, I think you had about the same as us, mate.
Hey, that's because that was one of your favorite events, and you just don't want to look back on it.
Yeah, without saying
you
too
miss
much,
it so
that was
much.
one I always wanted to do but couldn't, kind of thing.
We had Carrie on here a second ago who actually swam the 200 breast, but she dropped off. So, hopefully we can get Carrie back in a second. But listen, the next final up is the big one for you guys, the men's 200 back. So why don't we start with you, Aaron, in terms of this one here for us? Men's 200 back. Oh, did he freeze?
He froze.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
He's
we're good.
back.
Yeah. Aaron, you got us for the men's 200 back.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm stoked to be watching this with other guys and people, men and women who know swimming. That's kind of one of the things that's been so interesting about this experience for me. I've been enjoying watching it from home. I'm enjoying. When you asked me to join, I was like, "Oh, fun! This is like a watch party." So
yeah, exactly. Now, did you write a letter to Ryan Murphy about kind of did I hear that right?
This was something that happened a while ago. Lenny will recall, and we a lot of backstrokers from the U.S. team got together and wrote a lot of the. Or just the kids, the guys on the U.S. team, the backstrokers, some letters and just imparting their own little private piece of, sentiment or whatever it was, and with the kids and with the gentlemen, men and women, and both 100 and 200 backstrokes. No, it spanned like decades. The people that responded, it was really pretty special, and it's something actually it would be neat to keep going. And in other events too, it might be a nice thing to kind of, it would be actually a nice
100%.
thing to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I think if I can add, I think the fact that I know from the speaking to some of the athletes, the fact that the training camp was in Hawaii this year, and you were there and you spent some time with the team. I know they all appreciated that quite a bit, and like you're talking about having that connection to to our current team from the past generation. I think it's special, and I definitely agree with you. I think it's something it's worth continuing and really highlighting.
Is the world record under threat tonight, Aaron?
I always want to say yes. I don't know if it would be polite for me to say no. But
I'll say it for him. No.
Nah.
I shoot. I mean, I don't really. Good question, Brad. I don't. It doesn't pop up when I think about watching this tonight, and for no other reason than it's. I've been really impressed with how these gentlemen are swimming kind of across the board. Especially. The Russian guys and they just look pretty. They look really good. And I've been watching Relov now for years, obviously. Lenny and I have, and so I'm really looking forward to watching tonight. And the other token, and just to get into the discussion, I think it'll be a great race. I do. I don't think anything's given away at all by any stretch of the imagination yet to anybody. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, before we get into any kind of race strategy type stuff, let's just go around the room for some picks here. Lenny, who are you picking in the 200 back?
Listen, I have to, all seriousness, I do have to, stick with my guy, Ryan. I mean, he is an Olympic champion. Ryan knows how to step up in moments like this. It's certainly going to be a tough race. He'll be the first to tell you that. But I simply cannot go against someone that I've seen over these years step up in the big moments. And this is a big moment for him, and I know he's up to the task.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron, what about you? Who are you picking here?
I want to pick Ryan, actually, and I say that for a couple of reasons. I know he, like when he said, I think he's up to the task, and I also want to ignore. I kind of watching, for what it's worth, the 100 back and how Ryan swam the 100 back and the difference that any one particular person can have between the two events in one meet. I liked the way his 100 back looked, in the sense that I felt like it'd probably be better. His stroke looked better for 200. I've had meets like that, and I'm sure Lenny had meets like that. And so that says a lot. And Ryan swam incredibly well in that 100. So
yeah, I agree. Mike Murray, who are you thinking?
Well, I love seeing the leadership that Ryan's bringing to the team. We have two of the best leaders in American swimming history on this feed right now, and I think Ryan's going to step up. Right after that 100 back, he was forced right into a leadership role. That was a tough night for the Americans, and I look for Ryan to bounce back with a performance that's going to lead Team USA into every event tonight.
All right, appreciate that. Sonny, are you gonna ruin the party here or what?
I'd love to be able to say Luke has a chance of taking over from the two that have been mentioned, but I think he is just a cut away from them guys at the moment. But his trajectory's been great. He's been improving all year, and who knows? It's an Olympic final, and I've seen crazier things happen this meet. So
who's your pick? Who's your ultimate pick?
Rylov.
Okay. All right. So, are you going America? Okay, Nate. Nate's going straight up America.
Nice, Nate.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going with. I'm being sensible here. I'm going to go with Ryan Murphy. That's a sensible pick. There's no way on earth I'm picking against that man. So I don't care who they put up against him. That's my pick.
I like that. Yeah, man. I
Absolutely.
think it's going to be a fight no matter what.
Yep. Have we got a final here? What is this?
Semi. It's the semi 100 fly.
200 fly. Is it 200 fly?
100
fly. Yeah, Lenny knows what he's talking about. The ticker's right there. Why didn't I read it? Sorry. Nate does all this work to give us the event order down here, and I never read it. So I apologize. This is a semi 100 fly. Well, it's gonna move quick, so I guess we better watch it. Have you guys got people kind of standing behind the blocks yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I have a funny story about Milok, and it was at trials, and Lenny was there, and so is Michael Phelps, and Lenny and Phelps were getting into a conversation about how big and strong Milok was, and the conversation was, I think, yeah, he's like 6'5" or 6'6", and enormous. And I remember hearing this conversation, and I remember looking over and going, he's no bigger than me. And they're like, no, he's bigger. I'm like, no, he's a little guy, like not little, but relatively speaking. I'm like, no, Michael, he's smaller than you. And I was like having a kind of a fun little time with that, because it would have probably been easier for Michael to think, oh, he's bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Incredible to watch, for that matter. So.
Well, we're in the water. Are you guys swimming?
Yep.
Carrie, welcome back to the feed, girl.
She was just waiting for that 200 breaststroke.
I don't know. I still don't know if she can hear
We
us.
can hear you now.
But anyway, we got the men's 100 fly racing here. It looks pretty tight actually across the board. No one's really pulled away from anybody.
I think Milik was just kind of pacing that first 50. He looks a little stronger now. You can
There he goes.
Olympic record.
Yep, Olympic record there for Milak.
Oh, it is. I'm definitely in the delay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Don't spoil it for me.
Sorry.
Yeah, I must be on
Sorry.
the tape too.
You guys are about what 30 seconds behind?
Yeah, about that.
It's close. I got both TVs going on again, and one's fast and one's slow, and it's about 25 seconds.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure that I slow down about 25 seconds next time. But Milak just got the Olympic record back from Dressel this morning, so he looked clean, like Lenny said. He looked pretty smooth going out. He's a cool cucumber. Hey, Lenny.
Yeah, he's just really confident in the way he swims and his abilities, and it seemed, I mean, from a couple of times that I've seen him in person, pretty introverted. So it's not like you don't get a lot of emotions, a lot of energy out of him. He just gets down to business and then takes care of it, which has been quite impressive to watch. And I think he's got a lot of confidence in himself and how he swims, and I think he's up to a task against Caleb.
Well, we'll find out in a minute how much Caleb's got left in the tank here. But that the Aussie boy, Matt Temple, didn't swim half as well as he did at the trials there, which is disappointing. He's in fourth in 51.1. Hopefully
Much better than this morning, though.
Yeah. Well, they all look like they were better than this morning, which is good. But hopefully that can make it back top 8.
If I'm not mistaken, the time Milikov went there is what Che, Phelps, and Leclos went in 2016 to get silver medal, and that got third in the semi-final. 51.11.
See, I love that shit, mate. When you just drop those little stats on us, I love it.
That's why we bring you on, dude.
I mean, I hope they're
like
right. I hope they're right.
A wealth of knowledge.
Carrie, are you able to talk yet?
Can you hear me?
Yes, finally.
Oh, I've had some technical difficulties.
Serious, but you're back.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi. Hello.
Carrie, who is your pick for the women's 200 breast while you're here?
Ooh. I mean, I would like to see Annie win, but Tatiana has had an amazing couple swims. So if she can take it out like she has been, then I'm going to give it to her.
Yeah. That's pretty much the consensus. She's looked pretty strong all around. So just waiting on this second semi of the butterfly. What else is going on here? We got the. Oh, there he is. Caleb is back on TV again. He's looking really relaxed. Aaron, do you remember at a particular Olympics winning your first gold and feeling any more relaxed than you just feel all the time?
No, that's a trick question. That's I didn't really often feel very relaxed at the Olympics, and what I can say to that is I mean, not the way Milak looks, he looks more relaxed than I ever feel like I've felt at the games for the most part. I think Lenny speaks to his confidence. Yeah, he has a confidence in him. And it helps, I think, when you have a window of a 2 or 3 seconds in one of your events.
Yeah.
And you have a win under your belt going into a race where you're maybe not the favorite.
Yeah.
But you know that you can challenge the favorite. And so I think that's kind of nice for Milak in that sense. And on the other sense, Dressel already has a win under his belt, a huge one. And that's a huge piece of momentum for him going into this. And I think it bodes well for both of them with regards to confidence, which it means I think we're up for like a really solid, awesome race.
Yep. Hey, Lenny, just real quick, about 20 seconds worth of knowledge here on Tom Shields. He's one of your main players on the LA Current.
Yeah, listen, I mean, obviously, Tom's been a staple on the team for a number of years. It's great to see him, make another team, but he's really going to have to swim out of his mind here to make it to the finals. Listen, he's trained well. Sometimes he's struggled to step up in these big races. So I don't think he has anything to lose. He needs to go for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're in the water, hopefully.
Ooh.
That turn was exceptional.
Well, you guys are way ahead of me.
Mike, slow down, buddy. We're ahead.
You're way ahead of me.
Slow down, Mike. Just let it roll. Okay. Aaron,
Mike, don't show any emotions, Mike.
Yeah, no emotions.
Yeah,
Lenny,
Christoph Milok.
Lenny, where you at?
30 seconds.
I'm in LA.
No, I mean, where you at in the race?
Oh, they just finished.
Okay, good.
Oh.
All right. So well, then tell me, Sonny, how do you think they looked there?
The Swiss guy looked good, no Ponte. I mean, Caleb Dressel looked really, really good.
Wow.
He went out a little quicker than this morning. He come back a little quicker. He just took 0.6 off the Olympic record. What I'm curious about what you guys think. So he's always famously had the drawstrings on his suit untucked. And yesterday he tucked them in. What do you guys think about that? Like, that's like his staple image. I know it's a little bit of a pointless thing, but I think there's a lot in your head there to actually make such a big difference in tucking the drawstrings in.
Aaron, you have any comment on that?
I didn't notice. I did leaving the drawstring. Someone mentioned the other day, like Kolesnikov's
necklace, probably.
Yeah.
And I just thought, well, I think it's kind of cool, if it doesn't bother him. But all the little things add up, I guess. I don't know. There's all these little, you can, yeah. It depends on how type A you want to be with regards to some of this.
Yeah.
I think it's a good statement.
Yeah. But Lenny, did you ever compete with a chain on?
No, I didn't. I no.
You had those enormous pecs, though. It would have looked spectacular against those giant pecs.
Well, depending how big of a chain I would have worn.
Well, on the TV right now, they're doing a little piece on Annie Laser. Really happy that she's getting this recognition. She, like I said, she's one of those girls, Lenny, and for everybody here, she actually quit swimming for a period of time. She went to work at Cal. She was working and full time, and then decided to kind of pick it up again. And then as soon as she picked it up, she went to the World Short Course Championships and became a world champion within like 3 months or something. So fantastic story. But like I said, she's had some difficulties this year, and it's really nice to see her getting this recognition here.
I spent a couple of days at trials, and I will say that was probably personally one of the highlights, seeing someone make the team, and that was Annie. I got to know her a little bit during the first season of ISL when she was part of LA Current. And she's just got such a nice, engaging personality. She's full of energy, really positive all the time. She's a fighter. And it's just it was so special to see her make this Olympic team. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Well, listen, Carrie, none of us know anything about the 200 breast, so this is where your expertise is going to help us here. Talk to us about the different race strategies we may see in this final.
Well, it's interesting because I was pulling up Olympic trials just to look at their splits, and Annie actually had 35 in her third 50, which if she can do that again tonight will be game changing. Tatiana is going to take it out fast, so she took it out 107 last night. So if the girls can stay calm in that first 100 but take it out with her, I don't know, it could be anybody.
The comments are blowing up here. Let's.
I can't see the comments.
Oh, you can't see the comments?
Oh, you can't see them.
Good,
I don't know where they are. Where are they? Thanks, Howard. Makes me good after a long day of work.
What is this? Is this the race?
Oh, there they are. Oh, I recognize some names in there.
Okay. Here we go. We got some. Yeah, we're behind the blocks. Wow, that happened quickly. Sonny, any chance for Abby Wood here? Is she gonna drop some fly kicks in for us?
Look, I've thought about it. It's a very natural movement in breaststroke to have that massive undulation. It's fully legal. I'm supporting the British all the way. If she wants to do some body undulation, she can. Got a chance for medal.
All right, Kerry. We'll let you talk us through this race then, please.
Oh, but I think I'm way behind you guys because they're not even up on the blocks yet.
Oh wow!
I know.
When are you guys in the water? I've got it paused on the blocks.
They're taking their mark to me.
Okay.
Lily's out.
No. Mike.
They're taking their mark.
Kerry, talk us through whatever feed you're on.
They're diving in. Let's see what happens. You know, last night I was watching Tatiana's stroke, and at first I was like, oh, I don't know about it. But then from the above view, she has an amazing out sweep. She keeps her head down as she sweeps out, and she holds the water up front. I love it.
Keep talking, girl. This is your race.
Let's see what happens here. Okay. Well, they're not telling us any times. 31.8, so that's about where they took it out last night. Ooh. Let's go. Am I supposed to talk the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
I know. Sorry, guys. There goes Lily. She's never actually been out under 108, so we should see what happens here. But it looks like she's going for it. She knows she needs to take it out at least 107 high. No, and she does.
Half a body length in front of the world record.
Yeah.
107 low.
Let's see if she can hold back because last night she was 37 in her third 50.
Come on, Annie.
Yeah, come on, Annie. Come on, Annie.
Like two races.
Come on, Annie.
We've got a race with
Right there.
and everyone else.
Oh, here she comes.
Those girls are out.
Lily
They are
King's
out.
woman pissed.
Let's see if they can hold on.
Come on, Annie.
Annie. Come on.
Come on, Annie. Come on,
Come on,
Annie.
Annie.
Oh, they're
Come on,
out.
Annie. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
oh.
Come on.
43. Come on. I don't know. This South African, her emotion after the 100 breaststroke makes me
Moving.
Oh, stay long.
I'm on the last 15.
Oh.
Come on.
Come on.
You.
Oh.
Come on, Annie.
Oh, Lily faded.
Come on, Laser.
Is she gonna get it? Oh, she got it. She got the world record.
World record.
Yes. Yes, a world record finally, Sonny. And Annie
First
Laser in the bronze,
Wow.
baby.
Nice. Oh, I'm
Boom.
happy for her.
Boom.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, look at this. Look at
That's
this little
huge.
South Africa-America cuddle.
Look at this little party. This little party at the end. Huh?
That's the first
Everyone's
individual
happy
world
to be
record
done.
at the game so far.
That's amazing for South Africa.
First individual
Yeah,
world
it is.
record at the games.
That's Penny Haynes used to hold one, right?
Yes,
She
I
did.
actually swam for Nebraska for my first 2 years, and Penny was on her way out while I was swimming there.
Mm.
She's amazing.
Did she hold both? She held both 100 and 200, right?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, Annie Laser. Well, she must have got
Not
that bronze
been
by 100th of a
Yes,
second.
yes. She was behind right
Oh,
there.
she-
It was
she was
basically her
behind.
lunge.
Yep, she was behind. She lunged.
Who was
Oh.
fourth? The other South African.
4 100s. No, the Russian girl. 4 100s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good for Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, going.
220. Lily King had the swim of a life
Wow,
there, though.
yeah. Is that her best time? King's
Yeah.
best time?
I
It's
think
fun.
it's the first time under 220.
Yeah. Oh, look at the expression on her face. That is priceless. Oh man! And then they had this little party with the little vodka.
Wow, 218.
That's so fast.
You
Yeah.
gotta love getting under 220 like that, and
Gosh.
Lily King. I mean, going after it like that after
106.4,
yeah, you love
She
it.
was out in 6'4".
6'4.
Wow.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think Lily's best time before that was 221. I don't even think she's ever been 220.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge draw.
What was Tatiana's best time before? Did she go under 220? She has been.
119.3. Or 219.3.
Yeah.
Sorry, 219.3.
She was
Yeah, but that's
220
all
at
from-
trials.
Yeah, 220 at trials. Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Americans got on the podium.
yeah, it was awesome.
Huge.
There's been at least one individual world record at every single Olympic Games since 1936. And people were saying, like, oh, this might be the Olympics where the streak gets broken. But South Africa keeps that streak alive.
Pulls it out.
Fantastic swimming. Okay, we're going to move on to the big one here. We got the men's 200 backstroke, and we got two of the goats. So, listen, I want to talk race strategy real quick. Lenny, what was your race strategy?
Well, I mean, obviously the race strategy is, you want to make sure you don't overswim it, especially the first 50. Stay light on the legs. I think that's really the key to 200 backstroke is try to obviously have the tempo pace, but being easy on the legs. I think that's really important. Usually, for me personally, I wanted to be out, but where I really looked to take over the races was right around 125 is when I kind of put it into the next gear and try to bring it home.
Try to bring it home. By that stage, you were 3 body lengths ahead, Lenny. It was over.
Not all the time. Oh, no. Aaron has always given me a good run. I'm actually, as I'm talking about this, Aaron, I don't remember if you recall Janet Evans' invite in 2000, like a month before the trials. It was the first time you beat me. And I went out like crazy. And actually, I think I was out like I don't remember. I think I might have been like out on 120, 127. At that time, it was pretty good. And then my last 50 was like 32 high. And I would usually my last 50s would be around 29 mid, 29 high. And I was 32 high. I basically stopped like the last 15 meters. I stopped in the middle of the race. Aaron just passed me so smoothly. No, but
Thank you for backing off for me.
Yeah, that wasn't by choice.
But quickly, by the way, Lily King's refusing to wear the mask again. I love every second of it. Lily, no mask interviews. That's the way it should be. Aaron, what's your race strategy here for the 200? Do you remember the world record swim at all?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'd venture to say that the not too dissimilar from Lenny's. Honestly, I think 200 it's this confusing distance where it's not quite a sprint, but it kind of is a sprint, and so the whole point is to go out as hard as you can, judging by how good you feel and gauging how well you'll be able to hold on, kind of thing. And so it would change I would say it would change week to week. And the important thing, especially with a meet like this, is the strategy kind of has to change depending on how you feel. And if you feel better in the sprint type thing, you have easier speed. But if not, you've got to be able to. In essence, I think that the trick for me was to get into a rhythm as early as I could, and that was.
Right.
Yeah.
Nate, is there any possible way to do a split screen between Lenny and Aaron only? I don't know if that could be tough.
Go boys. Yeah, this is going to be lovely. My heart was pounding so hard the other night for the 100 back.
100.
So
yeah, mine is pounding right now.
All right, let's just stay there. I'm going to let Lenny and Aaron take over from here. This is on you guys.
I love this.
The thing is that we don't know what we're watching. That's the challenge.
I know.
Yeah, let me see if I
Like,
can return. I wish I could have just turned the camera on the different, so at least we'd be watching the same race. Have they started for you?
no, they haven't. Have they for you? They're coming up on the blocks right now. They're just getting set.
No, mine is the race. All
Okay.
right, how about?
Okay. Well, if you press pause for now, mine are just about to take off. You go ahead and call it, Lenny.
No. You would be better at calling it. Hang on. So tell me when they turn into 50, and then we'll do it together because I just paused my TV.
Okay, sounds good. I'm watching the first 50, and as expected, they're just kind of they're exactly where I would think they would be. This British gentleman too has been swimming incredibly well, and he's going out like a bat. And they just flipped.
So I think part of the race here, I really think Ryan needs to be aggressive and not let Rilov go too far ahead of him. I really do, because Rilov does have a really good, strong last 50. So I think Ryan really needs to. I think what Ryan is doing great is you see how he's basically hugging that lane line right now, which is perfect. I mean, he's swimming really smart race here.
He is. He's definitely within striking distance, and I'd agree. I think you can't let Rilov get too far out there, and right about here is where you
that's
really
where you got to start making move.
You start to make the move, and the last 50 is not where you necessarily make the move, because this, like you said, it's kind of like you're holding on the last 50 as best you can.
That's what, Ryan's underwaters are great, and this is where this last turn is huge right now. I think that's where he needs to make up some ground.
Oh, they look so good. I mean, Ryan looks so good, and it's just a matter of how these guys have paced this thing this whole time, right? Ryan, look
there
at
you
Ryan.
go. There you go.
Yeah. Ryan's turnover, right?
Come on. Come on,
Ryan. And the British guy. Yeah, look good. Yeah, I think very nice swim.
It's good swim. Good swim for him.
A great swim for Ryan, and hats off to Evgeny Rilov, man. For he won the 100 and the 200. He won them both. And Ryan had a good swim. He went there and raced. He really did.
I think Ryan had just a smart race, like we talked about. He was strategically swimming well, swam off of Rilov's wave in that first 100, just really smart. I think he gave himself a shot. And listen, at the end of the day, that's what you want, right? You want to be in contention there and just fighting to the wall. I think he had a good race there.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely gave himself exactly the shot that he needed to give, and that I liked that last 25 more or less, Lenny, where he was like that image of Ryan's tempo picking up. You could tell he knew that this was when he had to do it. So I loved seeing that. It was like watching Ledecky swimming the 400 free against Titmus. It's like it wasn't going to be easy for Titmus to win it. Ledecky wasn't going to let her. And yeah, hats off to Rilov. I mean, he's swimming incredibly great, little meet, and hats off to Ryan. All those guys, man.
Yeah, I thought Ryan really, you could see it in his face at the end there, like the last 25. He was digging, man. He was fighting hard. Mm-hmm. He was giving it everything he had. That's what you want. And look, I don't know if he's going to be ecstatic about the result, but he can at least walk away knowing that he gave it everything he had,
And that's it. That's it. That's all you can really do.
That's all you can ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, because you show up and you can't help what the guys next to you are going to do. And I've been loving the fact that these swimmers have been showing up and racing, no matter what. And you can tell when the thing about swimming and what I find so interesting about it is very, like, you can count on one hand. I'd be interested to hear how you guys feel about this. How many swims you've had in your career where you thought I couldn't do any better than that? And I feel like if you do that a handful of times, like you've had a wonderful career, and nailing that on the day is really difficult. And so you do what you can on that day as best you can. And so you race. It's anybody's race on any given day. Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations. The world record holds for another cycle. Still got it, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
That's good news. Sonny, what was your thoughts there on that 200 back?
You guys
Happy
happy that Luke got a medal. Yeah, good race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Mike, what do you think there?
I loved it. I was.
Are you all right, mate?
He was screaming. Look at Mike lost his voice.
I was cheering all day. I'm at a meet right now, so I was cheering all day. I was hoping for a little bit better second 100, but Ryloff, what a race. And again, Murph, all class and defeat. And, he's got 2 roles now. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be the leader for the next couple of days. And just proud to see him race so well.
Yeah. Carrie, what do you think there?
Well, coming from someone who can't swim backstroke, it was beautiful. Beautiful. I really was really hoping Ryan could pull it out, but he raced hard and he's got more to come.
Who ended up getting the bronze there?
Luke.
Oh, Luke did?
Luke did.
Oh, there we go.
He's had a great meet.
Oh, Mefford just missed it, eh? Oh, no, by a fair bit, actually. Yeah.
And can I acknowledge the career of Irie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive. And I remember swimming against him at the end of my career, which was over a decade ago now. And he was the most beautiful swimmer that I had ever feel like I'd swum against at the time. And he was strangely dangerous in that event for a long time.
Yeah.
And so watching him do what he's doing in his home country, I think is fantastic. And he's stepping up as best he can, I know too. So that's cool.
Well, listen, guys, that's that. We're moving on to the next one. We've got women behind the blocks. Just quickly, which Australian's going to win this one? I'm not going to wait for your feed on this one. I'm going to run this one. Come on. We're going on the fast feed. We've got Campbell and McKeon next to each other in 3 and 4. A lot of money on Savon in lane 5.
She's legit. She is legit.
Yeah.
Is she going to pull the upset here?
Boys, we're racing. There's no upset. Australia's going to win this, and Daylight second. Come on.
Yeah, Savon has been on fire this week.
Yes, she has.
Nobody has been closing like she has the last 15.
Who's out in 8? Is that Erica Brown again?
Anna Brown, Anna Hopkins.
Whitesell.
Whitesell.
Are you guys started already?
Yeah, we're started. Guys, listen, let's just be frank. Australia's going to win the gold. That's just the way it's going to go here. I just don't know which one it is. No. Oh, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Get it. Get it. Come on.
Emma McKeon really digging here. Kate Campbell on her left, on her right.
Not
I
winning.
think Campbell is going to redeem herself.
Oh, no, it's starting to hurt for Kate. Emma looks brilliant.
Oh!
Came up in the wave.
Everybody's silent.
Are you guys waiting to celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor
No, this is a celebration. This is my celebration.
Oh, that's exactly.
That's what you call a winning celebration, everybody.
Oh, wow.
51-9.
51-9. Oh,
that's moving.
Kate Campbell just cannot close that race, man. She cannot close it. But gets the bronze. So
Aussie,
Penny.
Aussie.
She was actually coming up there at around 75, 80, and then she just really dropped off there.
Yeah, she just can't get that last 15
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know. But man, Emma McKeon, hey?
She's had a great meet. Great year.
Yeah.
What a stud.
Whitesall finishing 8th, Hopkins 7th, Femke in 6th. There we go. Okay, we got a little live back to Australia. Nice.
Brett
Sarah holds on to a world record barely there. I think was it 51.8 something?
Yeah, barely. Yeah. What was that, Lenny?
No, I didn't say anything.
That was Aaron. I was just wanted to say it's been really fun watching Australia do so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, you're right, man. You're right. Like when we were competing against each other, like we were friendly, obviously, but there was just this. Your team brought out the best in us. We brought out the best in you. Lenny, you guys know this, so it's like it's good to see that back again. We needed that. Like the world's a better place when Australia's dominant.
I agree.
Or at least competitive, let's say. The world's a better
I was
place.
gonna clarify that.
Yeah, the world's a better place when we're competitive. So it's nice, man. Like when Australia and the US are going head to head, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm loving it.
The girls are fire.
Yeah, the girls are killing it. Girls are killing it. I mean, they had that one little hiccup last night, but we'll forgive them.
And on the side too, the British team, I've just been like so stoked for, so happy for.
Me too.
Just the men are just, you're looking at it going like, what? Like it's just thinking that they was it winning the 200 free or going 1-2 first time since 1908 or something like that. It was just like, so it was amazing. So anyway, I love seeing that kind of thing. Objective.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that comment on. I meant to put this comment on. Atiba. So Atiba and I were in Alaska last week, and we went out whitewater rafting, and Abby Whitesell's sister was the one that was the guide for the whitewater rafting, and we just got to talking, and somehow it came up that her sister was an Olympian. And somehow it came up that we figured it out, Atiba and I, that this was her sister. So it was just really wild to be in Alaska on a whitewater rafting trip, and the person leading the charge was her sister, and it was very cool.
Small world.
Very small world. I ended up telling the sister because I asked her, I was like, "Where are you from?" She's like, "Oh, I'm from, Sacramento." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, "I've had lunch at your house." And that was just like it was like this mind-blowing thing. We went from like introducing ourselves to like, "Oh, I've actually eaten at your place before." Because I recruited Abby as a swimmer to Auburn. She obviously said no and went to Cal, but that's the way it went. It was pretty cool. But yeah,
all right, men's 200 IM coming up.
Is that next? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Well, we know who's going to be out.
Story.
Yeah, exactly.
Play pop-off again?
Actually, I think that race is up for grabs. I can't see one person that really like stands out.
Yeah, it is up for grabs. Sonny, you've got some opinions here on this one.
Yeah, as Aaron was saying, the British guys are doing great. Duncan's fresh off of winning the relay, but still a little furious to come in second in the 200, even if it was to a teammate. And he closes like no one else. He is the exact opposite of your American boy. And he's going to chase him down for fun.
Hey, tell me this. Why is it that you're all different countries, but at the Olympics you compete as Great Britain? How does that happen?
Yeah, he's Scottish. Actually, in the World Cup, we bitterly, or the Euros, we bitterly hated him. So,
Why do you compete together at the Olympics?
I don't make any decisions like this, Brett. I'm just, I just get to support more people. Then next year at the commies, we don't like them again. It's
mate, you can't put the Kiwis in with the Aussies, and you can't put the Canadians in with the Americans.
The Kiwis aren't connected to you. They're off on a little island. Scotland are a drive away. America's like 27 countries in one. Or 50, or how many states you've got.
That's right. I was just talking about Alaska. It's basically Russia.
The Commonwealth is like the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, round the room real quick then. Let's go for it. Carrie, who's winning the 200 IM?
Oh, I want Michael Andrew too. If he can hold on. He can hold on.
Mike Murray?
We just need a great last 50. If Michael can hang on that last 25, we're golden.
You just need a drink of water, buddy. Get some water up in that place. Sonny, who you picking?
Duncan,
okay. Nate? America? Okay, simple.
Yeah, baby.
America. Aaron, who you going with?
I would say I like Andrew through the first 150, and just a matter of whether if he holds on for that. And I know he'll go out for it.
Yeah, gotcha. Lenny, what's your thoughts here?
I definitely want Michael.
Yeah,
Michael. I think if he wins, it'd be quite huge. Just because, it just feels like he's always been kind of an outcast on an island.
All the haterade.
Going back to when he was a teenager and doing things in their own ways with his dad, and I think he is over the years he's got a lot of he had a lot of pressure on him, and for a while there, I think many of us question whether he can ever get to this level, and the fact that he is on the verge of putting himself in the position to win, I think it'd be a great story.
Yeah. I think a better story for me is that my pick is going to be Laszlo Che from lane 8. That's going to be a better story when he wins. No, I don't think Laszlo's going to win this. So I think Duncan Scott's going to actually come over the top of everybody in this one. I'm going with Scotland / Great Britain here. I think he's got this one. This is Duncan Scott's one to win. That's what I think. So we'll see. It's going to be very interesting. But listen, Michael Andrews' first 150 is just out of this world insane fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mike, as a coach, a lot of criticism or some criticism in terms of, his approach to maybe his training or racing. Obviously, he's doing a different system than most people around the world, but should he be getting criticism for not being able to finish this race like other people?
No, training is unique to everybody. And whatever works for him, he's got to let it ride. And if you watch that first 175 meters, there's nobody better. He's just got to figure out that last 25 meters. And I think tonight he's got the opportunity to make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else was I going to say here? I don't know. Just talk amongst yourselves.
He looked like he was easing up this in semis, into the wall. He was just
tightening up there.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you think he was easing up, or do you think he was struggling?
No, easing up. His
last stroke was like.
That's very,
His last stroke just came past his ears.
He's got to stay long tonight. Got to stay long on that freestyle.
You tell him, Nate. Give him a quick call,
dude. Once he starts getting short and choppy, it's over. He stops moving.
When Duncan's coming back in like 25 point, he's going to get so choppy.
Yeah, but Duncan goes out in 25-9 or something in the 50 fly.
Are they next to each other? They are, right?
Duncan and Mike
second and fourth seed. Oh, we got a ticket.
No, lane 5, Duncan, Michael Andrew, lane 6. Yep. Okay, Lenny, just a quick question here. What do you think about Michael Phelps's hair?
I'm a hair expert, so I like that.
You are a hair expert.
Of course, he called me for some tips and for my hairdresser, so I had to drop him a number.
He's doing some wild stuff with his hair right now. What's going on, Michael? Wow. He looks like
looking pretty for prime time.
Yeah, he does.
Actually, all kidding aside, I think Phelps has been great. Just he's been so engaged in these conversations, pretty open. And I don't know what you guys think, but just the perspective that he gives during breaking down races, I really like it. I mean, Aaron and I know, like, Michael is always like a swimming freak in terms of just the history of the sport, knowledge, statistics, and I think it really all comes out when he's relaxed and engaged in the conversations.
Yeah,
I think that the seat that he's filling right now fits him well. I do, and he's as comfortable there as anywhere I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I second that for sure.
Really?
Is anyone hearing what he's saying right now? Apparently, he's going in on Michael Andrews' training again. I don't have the NBC feed, but apparently he's giving some thoughts.
Yeah. You know, it works for Michael, and kudos for trying something new, and the people who break those little paradigm shifts. There's always some interesting little tidbits and things like that, and there's snipes coming from all ends, and swimming the history of it, especially with training, is so freaking conservative, and especially those that feel like they have an opinion. It's amazing the how sure so many people are about what will work, and I think it's fantastic that he's turning it a bit on his head, and it's gotten him this far. You know, it's good. Shoot.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know? The other question is, it's like to ask each of us individually of whether they think they would have done well under it. I had some experience with a coach that was with Salo, and Lenny did too. And Brett, you were a sprinter, and Carrie, you were with Dave maybe for a little bit. Whether, like, you know, and that's like a softer version of what Michael Andrew is going through. So and whether that, you know, you would have done well under that training regimen.
Oh, listen, mate, you're talking to the guy that created the Gatorade set, so I'm up for anything.
Totally. Yeah. Brett, you're the wrong guy to ask, I think. Or the perfect guy to ask, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm up for anything. Whatever works, you know. But look,
I did get these comments turned on, and they're hilarious. I have to shout out to people that are commenting, because
they fire it up, don't they?
Where's Caleb Remmel in the chat? He hasn't been here like all week.
I think we shut him down finally.
He probably just changed his name.
Michael Phelps, Olympic record 154.2, world record Ryan Lochte 154.0. Oh, there's a real cool picture of Michael Andrew and Michael Phelps together as a child, a young kid. That's pretty cool. We got anything we can just drop in real quick, Nate? Come on, give us something.
Oh, I got lots of stuff.
Yeah, give us something. Right.
Mate, there's two ways to win. I found that out now. You can win by breaking a world record and touching the end of the pool first and putting the Olympic gold medal around your neck. You can do that. But when you go, you can get your personal best time. That's winning. That's the second rung down. I still like this rung better, but you realise that as you're coming through and you're coaching young kids and you're selling them the dream, it's got to be about personal best first. And even tomorrow morning, mate, I've got kids coming in at 5:30 in the morning, a lot of young kids from our swim school, and I'm going to show them all the different videos, Olympic champions, Adam Peaty, Katie Ledecky. I'll pull out the best ones. And then I'll show them. And talk to them about winning. Talk to them about kids that I've had, kids that I've taught to swim. And sell them the dream.
I don't know what the heck was going on.
Twice. Just wanted to reiterate it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Looks like we got a little watch party for Michael Andrew back in the US, which is pretty cool. All
To
right.
be fair, I think if a lot of these guys do get a PB, they win because there's a lot of 155 PBs and not a lot of 155s being swum. If Laszlo Che gets a PB, he definitely wins.
Yeah,
Michael-
that's interesting.
What's his PB? Isn't his like 4 low?
155-1, Laszlo Che's
one.
PB.
Yeah, I know it's interesting talking about times at the Olympic Games because I've always felt like the times don't matter.
Hmm.
And I mean they do in the sense of you're trying to obviously go better than you've ever gone, but this is where you race, and you do what Ryan Murphy just did, and you put it on the line, and sometimes you go best times and sometimes you don't, but you've given it your all in that sense. You don't have to go very good time to achieve what you might want to achieve here, but at least you've raced and you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Most important thing in swimming is to win.
That's Poltrineri, who got second in the 800 last night. So that quote's kind of deflated. Listen, we have the guys behind the blocks. I got to tell you, Michael Andrew looks about as nervous as I've seen him for a race. In terms of, I think he understands there's pressure on this one. Like he's one of the favorites here, you know, and I think he feels that right now. So it'll be interesting to see how his body responds to that type of pressure.
Are you guys? Has it started for anyone?
No, I'm behind the blocks, and I'm always ahead. Okay. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I can tell you that in New Zealand, they're pretty much in the race, quite a bit in the race.
New Zealand is?
Yes, I'm getting a feed from there.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I'm not even up on the blocks yet.
Close that feed off, please.
Lenny, you're already in the water?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many Olympics is this for Laszlo?
I was trying to remember. Was he in 2000?
I think it's
Good
5.
question.
5, yeah.
All right, splash. We're in the water, y'all.
Oh,
We're not.
we're not.
Oh, I'll turn this one off.
Yeah, we can slow it down.
In the water now.
I don't know if I can slow Michael Andrew down. He's going out like I'm a rabbit.
Yeah, he will.
Holy motherless God. Wow.
Wish I could pass forward.
Laszlo Che looks good over in the near lane.
I told you that's my bet. Lane 8, mate.
He has outlived Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte to win a medal. Just imagine, win the gold. He's finally waited for them to leave. This is his moment.
You
Fly out fast.
Yeah.
He just took a turn for me, the fly to back. Yeah, and this gentleman in lane 4, you know, obviously.
He got the bronze in the 200 IM last Olympics.
Right.
Yeah, I was expecting actually Andrews be a lot further ahead.
Me too.
Same.
He needed more room.
Duncan's won. Oh, Duncan's going to win. He's perfect.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I'm behind. I'm in the third lap. So quiet.
Come on, Duncan.
Stay long, buddy.
Oh.
The entire field just coming out.
Oh, it's his. It's his. Surely it's his.
Come on, Michael.
Go on. Go on. Yeah. The Chinese guy's there. Oh, no. 155.00. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I spoiled it. Sorry. Yeah.
Muting you.
All good.
That's fine. Aaron had his fingers in his ears.
I know. It's all the same. Wow. Yeah.
China. Huh?
China.
We didn't mention him once.
They're having a great
not
game.
mention the fastest seed once.
Nobody said anything about China. I didn't even know he was in the race.
He was only seated first going in, right?
He was only in lane 4. No one mentioned his name.
What did he go?
Duncan.
What was that
Duncan
time?
looks distraught. 155.2.
155.2. Duncan could have done that. Duncan turned with him at the 150. Duncan did not swim a great freestyle leg there.
Get the splits up, Nate.
Get the splits up, Nate. Duncan Scott loses a goal by 0.2 of a second, Duncan. Come on, son.
Michael Andrew swam it conservatively.
Michael Andrew at 157.
I think he could have been going out.
Can't change your race plan.
He swam it conservatively and still died, though, Aaron.
True. That's a great point. He may have just been feeling like he had no choice but to swim it more conservatively.
But that's what I'm saying. Didn't I remember I said right before the race, he looks about as nervous as I've ever seen him. It'll be interesting to see how his body responds. His body responded terrible.
He looks super nervous. He must have taken like 100 deep breaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. His bottom lip was quivering. There was definitely a little.
He expended all that energy in those deep breaths.
He was nervous, mate. He felt that one, you know. That's a different.
The waiting is the hardest part.
Mm.
Wang Shun closed the hardest. He was
Wang Shun tonight.
27.4.
Everybody Wang Shun tonight.
That's the third fastest time of all time. I think. Yeah, that's quicker than Hagino, who was 1:55.07.
So now we got the dance party, huh?
I was wondering what that was.
Well, here's a commercial.
Tonight.
I drive 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah.
You tonight. You're feeling love.
All right.
That's it.
I made lots of memes about Shun Wang's name 5 years ago. So this just took it to the next level.
Oh, that's brilliant, mate. Brilliant. That's preparation. See, that's where preparation meets opportunity.
Been waiting 5 years to do that.
I've got Austin messaging me loads saying about how I didn't accept his double or nothing, and he's getting all feisty. Look, Austin, you're sending me a hat. There's no nonsense going on. Yes, Josh, I'm all right. It's all good. Cheers for caring.
Listen, here's my assessment here, guys. I'm going to just lay it out. That was not a training problem. That was a nervous problem. He had a lot of pressure on him. He was very nervous. I've never seen Aaron Peirsol or Lenny Krayzelburg perform like that. I'm sure you've had nerves like that, but I've never seen you perform. I've had experiences where I've just been a complete mess and things have fallen apart. So I can say we've all felt that type of pressure before, right?
Yes. Short answer. And what I would say to that too is so much happens in between trials and the games and with regards to preparation and whatever it is I guess what I'm trying to say is you never know what kind of got into it, but you can wear yourself out before a race by overthinking it for too long. You know what I will say about that too is finals being in the morning. It affected me too, and that's tough, man. Like night before you swim a finals race, you may or may not sleep very well, let alone a couple of nights before that.
Right.
Yeah, it gets to you.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely, it's a hard one to go to bed and wake up and know that your Olympic finals are on the line.
But it's also it's interesting with Michael just in general, like strategically, what is he thinking? Like, what is his? Is it Peter? His dad?
Yeah, Peter's his dad. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like if we just go back to trials, you remember like how he swam 100 backstroke in the same day as 100 breaststroke, right?
Right.
And it was pretty close, not even making the team. It's like some of these things just sometimes they make decisions that don't really make sense. And I don't know why wouldn't have he just been more aggressive in this final? He really had nothing. I don't think he had anything to lose.
The only split he actually went better on was breaststroke, and you could tell it looked like he was making his move there. I mean, the backstroke was almost a second off.
Yeah,
what he usually is. He's been 23 high several times on that first 50 butterfly.
Yeah, he didn't swim that with any type of confidence at all.
No, he didn't look sharp. He didn't swim it the way he felt like he wanted or needed to. You know, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Is that it? Why have I got
two back
gymnastics?
for women.
Do we want to comment on some gymnastics?
No. Yes, Lenny, I want your comments on Simone Biles.
Hey, how about we go to the comments section? This question is for Aaron, even though they spelled your name incorrectly. Quirt. Did you like the super suits?
No. In short, no. They should never have been allowed.
Hard stop.
Yeah, hard stop. No, we know what cheating is, and there are hard rules with regards to what you put on your body, and if you put something on you that makes you float and not really sink during a race, you are not. That's performance enhancing. You know, in a way that we might not feel is acceptable. And then, you know what, I mean, everyone can argue it. I have an interesting, this could go on for a bit longer, but I also, in that same token, do believe we took it back too far. I don't think we should be just wearing, I think there is a professional aspect to the sport. And I think eliminating the suits for men and women altogether are not good. I think materials are different and variable. And there is a difference between, you know, neoprene that is very fast and buoyant and the permeable materials that men and women are wearing now that you can put over your body. Other aspects of that too, like sponsorships on people's chests that go a long way for some companies and people making money. And it was FINA's poor leadership and an understanding of what to do in the moment, and they let too much slide and they didn't handle it in time. And so the sport paid for that.
Aaron, you always just used to wear leg skins, or at least in 2009, I remember you set the world records in the Arena X Glide leg skins. Was that because you was making a little bit of a stand to what you just said and about it being almost like cheating, or did you just prefer leg skins?
I did not swim well in a full body suit. It didn't allow me to move my body the way I wanted to. And I struggled with wearing a suit at all like that. Mm-hmm. And not for ideological reasons. And those suits did help. They did. And I've never really tried to have that be a secret. But I have a record from that era. It's an interesting point in that, you know, I know how I was feeling that year, and I knew I was feeling good for my own self. But that suit was fast, very, very, very fast. And they did make a difference. And so, you know, I sometimes would daydream about showing up to that race in a brief. You know, because it's like, you know, you want to meet that moment. And I think that everyone wants to, and you want to do that. And we all want to in that sense. So those should never have been allowed. Never have been allowed. But that was a little bit weird year.
I have a theory that it helped people that weren't like as fit either. I felt like some people, it helped the buoyancy and to suck them in.
Yeah, that's why it was terrible for me.
That's just my personal.
Yeah.
But I didn't wear one at trials, and it was the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah.
So I can also say that.
Yeah, you're right, Carrie. I think that they instead of being the top 3 or 4 that were good, it was the top 15 all of a sudden. And so like the field was broadened, and it changed things it did some good things. It shook up the world of companies, the swim companies within that period of time. And companies that no one knew of, like Jacket and Blue 70, were competing with Speedo.
That's great.
And there were good things, and it could have transitioned better into something good, but the people making those decisions freaked out, and so they made a hard stop on all of it, and it was poor judgment and leadership on the front end and the back end of the people making decisions.
How much influence did Michael have on that? Because he came out and was just like, "Yo, I'm not wearing any of this stuff."
You know, as much as a lot of people, not really though. I think there's other things going into it. There's sponsorship stuff. There's guys who, if they do wear this suit, they will get sued. You know, it's not even like ideological at a certain point, perhaps. And so it was complicated. And so you had people who were struggling with this. And throughout the year, we're watching records getting broken, and we're putting these suits on and diving in 10 meters and coming up and going, oh, this is so illegal and so wrong. and you didn't even have to swim. You just knew it. It was so fast. And I have 10 of them somewhere put away just because they're like, you know, it's just like, you know, you put one on and I haven't put one on in 10 years, but they're there. And just because they're a unique thing for an era. And it was well, yeah, a whole other conversation, man. For
well,
sure.
I think the answer was the best answer I've ever gotten out of, hey, what about the super suits? And you have a record. What do you think? Very thoughtful answer. Thank you.
Sure. No, you're welcome. I was I helped in my race? Yes. Was I having a good year where I was going to do much better than I had in previous years? Probably yes. And I think a couple of things put that together. And so it makes my view of what I did interesting. And I do see what I did as being really good. What would I have done if I had taken that suit off? That's a really good question. And if I had worn a brief, what would I have gone? You know, or just the jammer that these guys are wearing today.
Sure.
And I have a number in my head, but it's conjecture. And I, you know, it helped a little bit, but it didn't. I don't think it was going to do for me what it did for the bottom five.
Well, let me say this.
If I can add, Aaron.
Go for it.
If I can say something about that, and in terms of how fast you think you could have gone or would have gone, I remember it was probably 98 or 99, and I was talking to Salo, who was coaching you at that time, Dave Salo. And Salo said at that time, I really think Peirsol one day will go 152. And that, I mean, we're talking 7 or 8 years before the suits era really started. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, Salo saw something and saw the greatness that you showed every day that he experienced it. So I have no doubt that you still would have been in those low 152 in that 200 with or without a suit.
Thank you. Well, that's interesting. And it's so I sleep okay with it. Understanding that I knew I think I'm capable of something pretty close to that.
Yeah. You know here's my opinion on this, Aaron. Because I get this a lot because we've got the men's world record in the 100 freestyle and the 50 freestyle. So get a lot of shit for that as well. But here's what I would say to people. How many gold medals did you win, Aaron? 5?
Yes.
And Lenny, you got 4?
Yes.
So I'm watching gymnastics now. If you put everybody in whatever they're wearing, if you put the whole field in that, Lenny Krayzelburg still wins 4 gold medals and Aaron Peirsol still wins 5. I mean, that's just the bottom line. You put Cesar Cielo in whatever else the field is in, Cesar Cielo still wins the race. That's the way I feel about it. He was the fastest man. He was the best competitor at that time in sprint freestyle. That was just the bottom line. He was the best. No one was beating Aaron Peirsol. I don't care what you put him in. No one at the time was beating Lenny Krayzelburg. I don't care what you put him in. So the times to me is like, yeah, okay, it made him swim faster, and we have some more records that I think can be broken. They really can. But the best person won those gold medals in my mind. I don't have any doubts about that.
Well, yeah, but I agree with you, and I still think that there's a thank you, I should say, but I still think that we need to strike a better balance of progression within the innovation within the sport on the technological side with suits. We shouldn't have stunted it like we did, and a lot of companies left because of that. Right. And so you had like Nike, who was like, we're out at the time. And Speedo was like, we can't keep up. And FINA messed up huge. And they never really were held there. They weren't really held to task like they should have been. And so there is a way to correct that, because I do think that the innovation that the suits provided, as long as there were hard rules lines we do not cross, one of those being this aspect of buoyancy that these suits provided. If we adhere to those, we keep progressing with it. And we were doing fine up until no one even had an argument against these suits until that year. So yeah.
Well, listen, guys, this has been fantastic. Carey, Mike, Sonny, Aaron, Lenny, really appreciate you guys taking the time to do this. I don't know what happened to the other races. I just got a bunch of gymnastics.
I'm watching the women's 200 backstroke right now. Semi-final one's in the water. There's 3 girls, C-Bomb and 2 Americans, all coming in to the last 15.
Oh, well, they refused to show it in America.
There were literally 2 Americans in this race. They're in first and third.
Yeah, we got gymnastics. But
C-Bomb might win. C-Bomb wins the heat. 207.0.
Oh, there we go. Good swim. No, swim. I was going to say, like, I have actually just started my Olympic campaign. I've got work today. I've got the men's 50 freestyle coming up in about 4 hours from now. I've got my athlete who's at the pool warming up, Bruno Fratis, who is one of the fastest swimmers in the world, and whatever Quirt Ertz, is that what he called himself? Quirt Ertz. Let's get this guy up. Super suited Cielo stands no chance against Remel Dressel. Well, I'll tell you what, I have an athlete who does have a chance against him. He's going to be racing him in about 4 hours, and we'll see. We'll see, my friend. We'll see. We'll see you back here. We'll give you a little run for your money. Don't worry about that. So listen, I got to get to Bruno. I got to get to my athlete, and this has been fantastic, guys. I've loved it. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. Incredible insight. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, enjoy watching. Thanks. Enjoyed it. Good night. Thanks, guys. Bye.
50 free. Here we go. All the best.